this camera, just keep the voice.
Okay.
Okay, I'll talk in English. In our lab, we have been studying small parts of cells which are freely released into the system for many years. So our first project that was financed by the agency was from 2007, already with this thematics, and it was on mediated interactions between membranous structures. Then we moved to clinical significance of these mediated interactions and came to microvesicles as risk factors for secondary thromboembolic events. So these little pieces of cells which are released into the system carry with them the footprint of the cell and can interact with distant cells and are in fact a mechanism of metastasis and inflammation spreading and infection spreading. So it is how to say, a very basic mechanism which is taking place in the body. So after that, we also got an European project which was linked to the industry. So our partner was Enterprise Domel from Železniki, because they were producing centrifuges, and if we wanted to get the extracellular vesicles, the small parts of cells from body fluids, which we were up to, we had to take some isolation method, and centrifugation was the most widely used one. So we had an idea that there should be, in fact, a very big market available if this method could come to clinical significance. So that was already in 2011, we had a project from Eureka Initiative in which we were partners, and we were coordinators ourselves. But now, almost 10 years after that, we can still see that there is no breakthrough of these extracellular vesicle-based methods to the clinical praxis. So it didn't take place yet. It is a great interest also, in particular in America. They are investing a lot of money into this field, and the society which was formed in 2012 and issues a journal got the first impact factor this year, and it is 10 or 11, something like that. So the interest is increasing greatly, but no clinical significance yet, we can say that. So it's a problem about this. Then after that, we had only one more project financed by the agency, and that was from 2016 to 2018, which was to use, it was related to some sport results. And recently we have become a partner of a bigger European project, Vesphorus, extracellular vesicles from a natural source, but tailor-made nanomaterials, financed by European Commission, Horizon 2020. And it is concerning the extracellular vesicles isolated from microalgae. So it's also the marine microalgae in particular. We are looking for a possibility to use them to produce the small vesicles on an industrial scale and use them for drug carriers and for cosmetics. So after we were also a part of a COST project. It was named MEHAT, and within this collaboration we published the work which was chosen for the work of excellence within also the agency projects, and we are presenting here in this slide. So you can see here that the picture of extracellular vesicles isolated and imaged by scanning electron microscope. They're very, very small. These things are, let's say, smaller than 100 nanometers even. And these are our pictures, our own. And the publication was by a larger group of collaborators. And we are happy to be a part of it. So the agency, the financing of agency helped us a lot to become partners in such a large consortium, which is, I don't know, may be able to cope with great problems which are taking place at isolation of these tiny particles. So you can see here also the contributors.
Okay, thank you for the presentations. We have exceeded 5 minutes and more. Do we have any questions? Okay, Matej Mrak has a question. Please go ahead.
Yes, hello, Matej Mrak speaking. I would like to ask in what segment of cosmetics can these vesicles be used or applied?
I think they were thinking of using them as platforms because they're natural type instead of liposomes.
Okay, thank you. So we will